Henry Cavill has played Superman, The Witcher, Sherlock Holmes, and more. But there's one iconic role that he missed out on: Bond.
James Bond.
Here's why Henry was passed over for 007. Back in 2004, Pierce Brosnan announced that he was stepping down from playing James Bond after filming 4 movies.
Bond. James Bond.
At one point, over 200 actors were being considered for the role. Now, as we all know, the part eventually went to Daniel Craig. But did you know that Henry Cavill was a close second? Unfortunately for Henry, he was only 22 when he auditioned for Bond. Producers decided that they needed someone older and picked 37-year-old Daniel instead. In an interview with The Express, director Martin Campbell says Henry would have made an excellent Bond, but he was too young for the role of 007. But his acting was tremendous. He looked terrific. He was in great physical shape, very handsome, very chiseled. He just looked a little young at the time back then. What could have been?
I probably wasn't ready at the time.
Nearly 20 years after Henry lost out on the role, the James Bond franchise is once again looking for a new Bond. Daniel Craig has retired after 5 movies. Now that he's in his 40s, could Henry finally get his dream role? In that same interview, Martin Campbell said, "Henry's 40. So by the time he's done the 3rd one, he's going to be 50. And anything beyond, that's 2-3 years per Bond. He's in good shape. Henry, he's a good guy." During an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Henry discussed his chances. "I think it would be very exciting to have a conversation with the producers. In an ideal world, I'd never have to turn anything down. Nothing is off the table. It's an honor to even be a part of that conversation." It sounds like he's still interested. Another bonus? Henry has a ton of experience playing an international spy. He went on to play spies in movies like Mission Impossible Fallout, Man from U.N.C.L.E., and the upcoming Argylle.
There's only one way to find out.
Even though the official story is that Henry was too young to play Bond, he has another theory. In a 2009 interview with Men's Health, The Witcher star explained that he was asked to walk out of a bathroom wearing just a towel during his Casino Royale audition, and he admits that maybe he wasn't looking his best. "I probably could have prepared better. I remember the director Martin Campbell saying, 'Looking a little chubby there, Henry.' I didn't know how to train or diet, and I'm glad Martin said something, because I respond well to truth. It helps me get better."
Right, okay.
Apparently, the producers of the upcoming Bond films are looking to hire an actor who's in his late 20s or 30s. Not being too old would mean the actor can stick with the role for a long time. Martin Campbell says, "By the time Daniel got to No Time to Die, he really was at an age where one more would have been too old for him. I think they sign on for 3 Bonds," he explained. "So that's going to take, 6 years of your life maybe? I suspect Daniel had the same deal, and the next guy's gonna have to do that," he added. Earlier this year, producer Barbara Piccoli told Deadline that filming the upcoming James Bond installment was at least 2 years away. The current Hollywood strikes may push the movie back even more. She also told Variety that because Bond is a 10 to 12-year commitment, not all actors would want to do that. Barbara says producers are also looking for a younger actor in hopes of evolving the role. It's an evolution. Bond is evolving just as men are evolving. Even though they want young James Bond, casting director Debbie McWilliams says whoever they pick needs to possess a mature gravitas. "When we started, it was a slightly different feel," McWilliams told the press earlier this year. "We did look at a lot of younger actors, and I just don't think they had the gravitas. They didn't have the experience. They didn't have the mental capacity to take it on. Because it's not just a part they're taking on. It's a massive responsibility."
Here I am now.
So far, some of the actors reportedly being considered for the big role are Aaron Taylor Johnson from Bullet Train, James Norton from the TV show Happy Valley, Regé-Jean Page from Bridgerton, and Henry Golding from Crazy Rich Asians. So, will Henry Cavill snag the role this time around? Or will it go to someone else? Guess we'll have to wait and see.